Good morning, Becky.
Good morning, Bonnie.
How are you? You look very festive today.
I feel a little festive.
Although you don't have your witch's hat on this week like you did last week.
I know.
Did you get any comments about that later, about wearing the witch's hat?
I don't know. No one mentioned anything. That was funny.
It was cute. I'm glad you went with the spirit of the season.
So today I'm in my natural mask.
Yeah. It looks very nice. I really think it's a good mask.
I'm dressed like a cook.
So what are we making today? What is that delicious looking thing you have in front of you?
Well, that's dessert. We always start with dessert, right?
Right. Always
Right.
Dessert first, just in case. You just never know.
Right. Well, this is a surprise, and it's going to be a surprise to me as well as everybody else out there. This is something I've never done before, and so it's sort of an experiment. So let me describe what it is. I got my new Food Network cooking magazine, and inside it had a cake. It's called a Piecaken, and it's got 3 layers. And they bake the pie inside the cake.
Oh, well, I've never heard of that before.
It's a Thanksgiving thing. And this one here that's in the magazine, you can order for $250.
Yeah, I'm going to run right out and do that.
So
I haven't seen this recipe or anything ahead of time, so I have no idea what it is you're going to do.
I decided I was going to give it a try.
Okay.
And I have no idea what this looks like inside. There's a pie inside this cake.
So you've already cooked it. You've already given it a try.
Yes. Let me tell you what I did.
Okay. Tell us what you did.
Okay. I knew I went to Kroger's and I bought a yellow cake mix because you can't find a spice cake mix.
That's what I hear.
I turned the yellow cake mix into a spice cake, which I told you last week. I can't remember the ratio. There's cinnamon, nutmeg.
Right. There's spices that you can add to make it a spice cake.
Yeah. So I mixed up my cake mix, with your water and your eggs and everything that goes in it. And while I was at Kroger's, not only did I buy the cake mix, I bought a pumpkin pie already made. I didn't make my own.
Oh, okay.
Pie. So I took the pumpkin pie out of the plastic, took it out of the metal tin. So it was just a pie. I couldn't figure out what cake pan to use because I had to have one thick enough to get that pie in. So I actually used my springform pan.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
I think it's a 9-inch springform, and that way I figured I could loosen it up. Now I sprayed my pan. I put a piece of parchment paper in the bottom just so it wouldn't stick. The cake wouldn't stick.
Okay.
And then I floured it so it would come out. So that was the pan I used. So what I did was I mixed up my cake mix according to the directions.
Okay.
I poured half of my cake mix in the bottom of my pan. I've already sprayed it.
Right.
And then I took the pumpkin pie and I flipped it upside down so that the pumpkin part was on the bottom and the crust was on top.
Okay.
And then I finished filling the top of that with the rest of my cake batter. So I've got a spice cake and a pumpkin pie in a pan. Now, according
is that what the instructions told you to do? I mean, or are you doing this on your own?
I had no instructions. This is all on my own.
Okay. Well, that's good then.
So, if it doesn't work, you'll know this isn't right. We'll look for instructions.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a good plan. So let's see how it turns out.
I baked my my Piecaken. I baked it for the 35 minutes that the cake box said, and the center jiggled, so it wasn't done. So I left it in there probably for another 15 minutes. I kept an eye on it. I didn't want it to get too dark, but I wanted that center to set a little. So I baked it probably about 45 to 50 minutes.
Okay.
Keep an eye on it. Okay, when it came out, it's sort of sunk in the middle, which that's I'm assuming where the pie's at. So let's cut into this and see what it looks like.
So that would be the top, like middle of the pie where it's sunk in then.
Yeah. So let's cut into that.
You need to just fill that up with like whipped cream or something.
Yeah, I forgot whipped cream.
Yeah,
no,
you fill up that space in the center with just some whipped cream and it'll look beautiful.
Yeah, that's true. Now I did cool this down last night and put it in the refrigerator, sort of to set it up a little.
Okay.
I don't know if you really have to do that. Okay, here we go.
See what it looks like.
Get it out of there. I got parchment paper on the bottom. Out of there. First piece. Looky here.
Oh, well, it looks nice. Push it closer.
Yeah. That pumpkin pie, that pumpkin pie. See it here?
I see it. Yeah. Wow, the cake really rose high, didn't it?
And this is my cake. Looks like I could have put a little more cake batter in the bottom, but isn't that cool? Whoops. I guess I'm
very cool. And it's a good way. It's a good first start. I mean, a first try. Like you said, maybe next time put more on the bottom, but it looks pretty good.
Let me cut the big piece so you can see the whole wedge. I might try it again because the layers that was in that cake for $250, this was one of them. The other layer was spice cake with a cherry pie. And then there was another layer with chocolate cake and a pecan pie.
Oh my God.
So I have to experiment a little bit more. Let me see here if I can get this pulled apart.
Yeah, the whole thing looks like.
Let me get this off and oh, that looks yummy.
Oh, look at that.
Pie at the bottom.
Better.
Doesn't it look yummy?
It does look yummy. I still think it needs maybe some cream cheese icing would be good. That would be good.
The one that was $250, they did have icing in between. And I think that's what you could do. But this is fun. I think it turned out great.
I love that. It's a great idea. You're combining cake and pie both at the same time.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get some whipped cream because I think it really does need whipped cream. So anyway, it worked.
Whip up some icing. Whip up some cream cheese icing.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's great. I like the surprise.
Yeah. And so it just worked. I mean, there's really no recipe. You just use your cake mix and you buy you a pie and stick it in the middle. That's really well you do. That's all you do.
You can play around with it and try different pies and different cakes. It'd be kind of fun, just an experiment.
And just think at Thanksgiving when all your family's there and you cut into this cake and there's a pie.
Yeah.
That's fun for them.
The pumpkin pie they would love. So that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, well, today on our menus, we have a Cobb salad. I had talked about last week, you know, with all the concerns with people's health out there right now, we just don't go out to eat much. So I decided to do a Cobb salad at home. I love Cobb salad. I don't often make them at home. I love to go out and get them, but today we're going to do a Cobb salad here. And then we're also, do you like Cobb salad?
Oh, yeah. Do you know why it's called Cobb? Why Cobb salad?
Mrs. Cobb did it. I don't know.
I don't either. I just didn't know if you did. Since you're making the Cobb salad, you usually have a little bit of words of wisdom about how it got here.
Well, Mrs. Cobb, I knew Mrs. Cobb. And I did know a Mrs. Cobb.
Okay.
And she was quite a lady. So this could have been hers. I don't know.
This Cobb salad.
It could have been. To go along with that salad, we're going to do a cheesy stuffed garlic butter croissant rolls. That's a mouthful.
And I saw that recipe, and it looks divine.
I just bought a tube of croissants. I've already done some of them. So you open them up, and you lay them out, and they come out in a triangle, separate them, just like that.
Right.
And to that, I am going to brush. I melted I did melt, yeah. I melted 2 tablespoons of butter. I put a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and I minced 1 clove of garlic. And I've got this in a butter mixture.
Ooh,
so I'm going to take that butter. It smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to brush the bottom, the triangle.
Right.
I'm going to brush with my butter mixture. So the next thing I'm going to do, I went and bought string cheese. Now you can get any kind of string cheese. I got the mozzarella.
Okay.
And then I cut them in half. So they're usually this long, and now I got it in half. So it just really fits right here in that large part of that roll.
Oh, that's perfect.
And then I'm going to roll that up. So just roll that up. I'm going to tuck the ends just a little. And then on top of that, I'm going to brush a little more of my butter mixture.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, it smells so good.
That's something I've never thought of, and it looks so easy.
So when you're done, you just end up with a little roll like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw them in the back oven.
Throw them in the oven. And here they come. Ta-da!
Oh
They're
my
done.
goodness. Mm.
They were good. I ate one straight out of the oven. And
Are they?
Look here, the cheese is coming out. Can you see that?
Oh.
And
so if you
pull them apart, the cheese is in the middle. Mm.
Oh, good idea. Those would be good with some good dipping sauce, like marinara sauce or something. Would be really good with that.
You could probably even stick some pepperonis in there and make a little pepperoni roll.
Yeah, what a good idea.
That's really good. This is
so we're going to have those with Cobb salad today?
Yeah.
Okay, deal.
Okay. Cobb salad. What's to say?
You throw in there what you want.
Yep. It's good. It's good for you. One of my cooking club gals texted me last night, and her daughter has her on the keto diet, where it's low carbs, high fat, a lot of protein. So this fits right in that. There's nothing in a Cobb salad that you can't have on the keto diet.
Oh, God, I like that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make our dressing first. So I've got 2/3 cup of olive oil. And of course, olive oil is very good fat. It's a good fat for you. Let's put that in there. And then to that, I am going to add some red wine vinegar. I'm going to add in, see how much here. I'm going to add in 1/3 of a cup of red wine vinegar. I'll take that top off. That takes too long. So I really love this dressing. I've used this several times. So red wine vinegar, nothing there. There's no carbs.
Okay.
So we're doing good there. And then to that, we're going to add some Dijon mustard. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard.
Okay. Maybe
a little more. Who knows?
Well, you're going to be the one eating it, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. And to that, I'm going to add a little salt and pepper. Got to have a little salt and pepper. Now, you can mix this up a little bit if you want it. Well, I don't know about with the keto, you probably couldn't. Sometimes I put honey in this, and I'm not sure on a keto diet or not, the honey. Okay, so I've got just oil, vinegar, and a little bit of mustard in there, and a little bit of spice, and I'm just going to shake that up. So let me just shake it really hard. You emulsify it. See, that means you just mix it. See how it's changed?
Now, is that like a typical dressing for Cobb salad, or can you use any dressing for Cobb salad?
You could use any dressing. This is just the typical sort of a, I won't even call it Italian. It's just sort of oil and vinegar.
Okay.
But this is just typical. Okay. I got me a big plate here. I have a big plate. Let me go ahead and put my lettuce bed in there. And I just bought greens. It was a romaine lettuce mix at Kroger's. And so I'm just going to put my romaine lettuce in the bottom. And on this like the keto diet and any of our diets, we should have plenty of greens. And so this is good.
Okay.
About 70%. So let's put all that in the bottom. Okay, on top of this, and that's just a bed of lettuce, I'm going to add, I've got tomatoes, and they're just the little cherry tomatoes. I have some bacon. I have blue cheese, and that's sort of the Cobb calling card is blue cheese.
Right.
I've got blue cheese. Now, you could always replace the blue cheese with something else if you don't like blue cheese. I'm going to put an avocado in there. So let me cut the avocado up. You know, as we've done in several weeks past, you just cut around it, twist it. There's your avocado.
There.
Take the pit. Just take that pit out. Very good. Okay. I have the store where I go shopping, they have rotisserie chicken. And this week they had it on sale. If you buy 2 of them, you got them for $5 a piece. And you can't beat that for rotisserie chicken these days. So I bought a rotisserie chicken, and I just shredded up the breast meat because I like the breast meat. And I have some hard-boiled eggs. I just cooked some eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So all we're going to do is we're going to start to just sort of layer this stuff on top.
Okay.
Okay. On here. So let me put, I think I'm going to put my protein down the front, or down the middle. So I think I'm going to use chicken as my main protein. So I'm just going to put it down the middle. And this is a nice thing to do for company if we ever get company again.
No, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice. It's simple. It's easy. It has everything in it. So let me take some of my bacon, and I'm going to put my bacon along the side.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
I think I'll put bacon along both sides. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
And
never too much bacon.
And this is cooked bacon. So let me, I think I'm going to slice up an egg. I have my handy dandy little egg slicer. You set it in there, you push it down, and you get these little rounds of perfect egg.
Well, then I think you should do 2 then.
I think I will. So put some egg in here. Okay.
Oh, it looks pretty too.
Yeah, I think I'll do 2 of them, Bonnie, because I do like hard-boiled eggs.
It looks pretty. I really like it. It looks pretty already.
Yeah. And, you know, I think for me, when something's pretty, I want to eat it.
Yeah.
When you get something in these restaurants and you look at it and you think, ew, do I want to eat that?
No.
I was someplace the other day. Where was I at? I don't remember where it was. And I did eat out, which I rarely do, but I did. And I was so disappointed in the salad. It was not quality salad, and I was disappointed. So let me take my avocado, and we'll lay it out here.
We have totally ordered in almost all weekend. We have not gone any place at all, but it's much easier just to grab it and bring it in.
It is, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to add some tomatoes for color and for taste. Husband and I have been trying to have date nights on Friday nights. Instead of going out, I usually try to fix something nice and maybe have a glass of wine or something and watch a movie. And so this will maybe be one of those nights because I think he'll eat everything here. Okay, last thing I got is some blue cheese. And as you can see, I didn't really leave room. But I'll stick it in here anyway.
You can crumble that right across the top.
You can, right down through the middle. Oh, yummy. I hate when I get a Cobb salad and I don't have enough blue cheese on it. Not a problem at home.
Wait, that is enough for at least 2 people right there. Stop licking your fingers. You're making me jealous.
So good. Okay, I think my Cobb salad's done.
Mrs. Cobb would be proud of you.
She would. See if I can remember a story, Mrs. Cobb. She always wore an apron. I do remember that about Mrs. Cobb.
Mm-hmm.
She was quite the gal. She was my cousin's grandmother on her other side, but she was quite the lady. Look at this.
Tip it up a little so I can get a really good picture. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that looks yummy.
So on top of this, I'm going to shake up my dressing a little more. And I'm going to drizzle this on top. Oh, yum, Bonnie.
I don't know how you're going to have room.
You should have picked today to come visit.
I know I should have. I really should have.
So I'm going to have salad. I'm going to have my croissants.
Cheesy croissants.
And then my pie-caken.
Oh, the pie-caken. I like that word.
So that's lunch today. Look at that.
You have lunch for at least a couple of days, at least today and tonight even.
Yeah, I've got my sister coming over, so she'll love these croissants, and I think she'll eat the salad. So it'll be good, and I know she'll like the cake.
Well, that's good. That'll be a nice afternoon for you.
It will be. It will be.
Good.
Very easy. I'm telling you right now, this looks better than any salad I've got out anywhere for a long time. And it was so easy to do.
Throw it all together, and it looks beautiful.
It does. Oh, I forgot. Almost forgot. I baked some salmon earlier, and I actually was looking at Cobb salad, and some of the protein that they had was salmon. And this is just, I baked the salmon fillet and then sort of flaked it up. So I think on my half, when I dish it out, I'm going to put some more salmon. So that's a little more protein for you.
Nice. Do you think that mix well? Throwing salmon on top of there also?
I think it'll be fine. If not, I'll put it on the side and eat it.
You'll have chicken and bacon and salmon and egg and cheese. You have a little bit of everything in there.
A lot of protein, a lot of vegetable. There's nothing in here that couldn't eat if you was on the keto or any kind of good diet.
All good.
It's all good for you. Now these you'd have to limit. This I know limit.
Oh, looks great. It looks awesome. What a good meal.
Let me taste. Mm. Delicious.
Delicious. It looks. Well, I'm glad we got to do it again this week. It's always fun. To eat your dessert first.
Will.
Drink your water. Stay healthy.
I will. We need to stay hip, don't we?
We need
healthy.
To stay independent, productive, and that's good with a nice Cobb salad.
Yeah. And then next week, I think we're going to do tacos. Not sure. They're not going to be your normal tacos, of course. Why would Becky do that?
Yeah, why would that be fun?
One of the things I like when I go out to eat, sometimes I'll get those fish tacos. I really like the fish tacos, but I think I'm going to mix it up a little next week, so you'll have to join me and see what it's going to be.
Okay.
It'll be tacos.
It'll be a surprise. It'll be a good surprise. And I've never had tacos either, so I'm not even sure what fish you put in there, but I'll wait and be surprised.
Okay. Okay, Bonnie. Well, you have a good week, and I hope everyone stays safe. If you can stay home and cook, do it, because it's so much
healthier and so much better.
It is.
All right. Thank you again this week, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, I'm going to try my cake.
All right, eat your cake. Bye.